Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints.
Cam Little to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. Off we go here in New Orleans. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Prescott. The catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Falcon first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout thing. That's going to bring up second down. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll lead to a second down. Prescott again. He'll swing this one out to Hall. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This will be from 47 yards. His kick is perfect. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Check, Vontaedag, check, Vontaedag. Ready,
And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
18, Rattler, 18, 60, Maverick, 60, Maverick. Me. Ready.
Regular play action now with Milrow. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The 47-yard
Cup
line.
19, Cup 19. Check, smash, check, smash.
Milrow on 3rd down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike. Leading up to this game, they said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt. Take it. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll indeed go for it with Milrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Saints first down. What a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
At the 37-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Chop 60, chop 60.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
More yards.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the Falcons' 18-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Riggs. Streak. Ready,
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
12 yards.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal.
Warriors 70. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Moving outside the pocket.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal.
Right there, right there. Come on. Set. Gravity line. Go street. 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
60 by 6. Go.
Throwing is Milrow. And he's in. Touchdown Saints. His 4th TD grab of the season. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. Saints move out to a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Falcons 3. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The run here is Breece Hall. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Here we go, 47.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. 47. Here we go, 26.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Nineteen tight. Ready. Mustang, Viking, 18. 60 Viking, Panther Street. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A big up and 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Second down, they need 3.
Ready. 79, Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll get this out to the left side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
18, 5 in. 19, Lions. 7 Pirates.
Here we go. 4th down. It's Milroe. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down.
That's good.
Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
70 Lions.
Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To the right side here, passes caught, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Here we go, strike. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
Milroe going to throw it again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos, 60 Maverick.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. No one. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
19 Tiger. Broncos 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw again is Milroe. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
No read. Ready.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
7 Pirates. Ready.
Milroe. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
60 Bobcat!
On 3rd and goal, Milrow. This one caught at the 4. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
On the double. Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. And this will pay off. It is caught. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown, number 11 on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Saints extend their advantage to 14-3. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. He gets in for an important sack, number 133 on his career, moving him past the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished with 132.5. His throw left is complete with Judy. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Gain of 25 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 more yards.
Stack can throw it here on first down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 19-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. That's caught right side. The tight end chokes.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On the give, it's Hall. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now and goal.
Kill! Yeah! There we go! There we go! Kill! What do you think?
They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown Atlanta. Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Falcons 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19 tight. 19 Cowboys. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Milrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Panther 11. 19.
Here's Milrow to throw. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
18, right here. Panther 60. Panther check. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Warriors 70.
Now it's Milrow. That is caught. What a throw. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. Extra point by Little is good. The Saints are out to a 21-10 lead.
Cam Little to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Kill. 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the left side, caught by Schultz. The Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll throw it left. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this will be recovered by the defense, but they will not be able to do anything with it. Time has has expired, and the first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
Panthers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70, 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll throw on first down with Milrow. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big one there to start the second half. 41 yards.
First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On second down, here's Milrow. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons first down.
First down, Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
We'll try to pick it up with Rusty Merritt. And yes, that'll get it. First down, mark at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. Prescott on first down. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's down.
Come on, man.
Far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. That's taken in. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. First and goal, Atlanta.
They'll run. It's Hall. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Falcons.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready? Come on, Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Panther Street. Panther Street. 18. Pioneer. Viking 18. Ready?
The drive will start on the ground. Room to run at the 30. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
For the Saints.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
From the gun, it's Milrow. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's hard. That is a big gainer for the Saints. He covers 51 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. Saints are able to extend the lead.
The score is Saints 35, Falcons 17.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. The shotgun snap for Prescott. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Jerry Judy. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Escaping to his left. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down. Prescott rolling to the left. Taking off. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Right in.
They put Pickens in motion.
26.
Dak going to push this one forward. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Falcons 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Milroe on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's a toss, right side. This will be a Saints 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
For a Saints.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5.
The ball carried by number 8. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay, ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18, Rattler. 18, 70, Timberwolf.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Open man downfield, OBJ. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Dak can throw it here on first down. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards. Now Prescott, forced to his right. He runs with it. And that's going to be incomplete. But there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. On second down, it's Dak. That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
Coming of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Dak to throw. Moving to his left. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 9-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Moving left. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown Falcons. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left. And he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was. And how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball into maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone. You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
Prescott will bring up his guys for this two-point attempt.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Check smash, 70 Timberwolves. Riggs. Dragon 60.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Good for a Saints.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
I'll give on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
44-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Milrow. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.